The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
We do what we like. We do what we could. In the end, it's all good. In my Bronx backyard.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Bronx Magazine, where we spotlight the people, places, and the events that make the beautiful Bronx the truly unique place that it is. I'm Derek Woods, here at one of my favorite events each and every year, the Throggs Neck St. Patrick's Day Parade. It's a celebration of all things Irish and the great contribution the Irish and Irish immigrants have given to our great borough and our great city. Well, as you can tell, everybody is certainly not letting the rain get in the way. This certainly was a rain or shine event, and certainly everyone is heading down the long green line here on East Tremont. Now, a nor'easter blew into our town last night, and right today we're looking for a couple of breaks in the cloud. We've had a few, and certainly we expect a few more today on this great day for the Irish here in the Bronx. All right, we're heading down the long green line, and of course we're here with our own Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz Jr. Mr. Borough President, I'm not mistaken, I know you've been at this parade a lot, but I think this is your first as Borough President.
That's correct, and I'm proud to be here once again. It's wonderful to be with the Irish community here in the Bronx, who since the 1800s has been contributing to our borough. We know that there was a famine flight in Ireland in the 1800s, and we here in the Bronx have benefited from the culture, from the economic stability that the Irish community has been able to give to us through their entrepreneurship. So it's wonderful to help celebrate this wonderful occasion once again. The Throggs Neck Parade has been going on for 12 years. It keeps getting bigger and better. And we even had some Irish weather here today.
Well, certainly we do. It looks like a miracle in the making, as there's been a break in the clouds. You had a very rousing State of the Borough speech last week. Tell me, you hit a lot of high points, but especially for this Throggs Neck community, can you relate some of your key points to this neighborhood and the people that are out here today?
Well, if you look at Tremont Avenue and how it continues to flourish in terms of its small businesses, certainly part of my speech and to revitalize the economy and to make the economy grow here in the borough and to create jobs, it has to be so that the Bronx Overall Economic Development Corporation concentrates on the small businesses, the small business trips, and this is certainly an area that continues to thrive. We have many new restaurants here, we have many new businesses here, and we're going to give them all of the support that they need so that they can become a big shopping strip, a big business community here, but at the same time have it so they can continue to hire Bronxites. So we're concentrating on Tremont Avenue in the Throggs Neck section of the Bronx.
Thank you so much, Mr. Borough President.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
And of course, the parade is always a great day to get to talk to some of our political leaders here in the Bronx. Here's our own state senator, Jeff Klein, longtime state senator and supporter of this parade. Tell me your feelings marching down Tremont today.
Well, you know, I wish the weather was a little better, but we did have some type of reprieve from the rain. I think we have some divine intervention going on here today. But I think it's important. I mean, the community works so hard to make this parade come to fruition. It's a celebration not only of Irish American heritage, but of the Throggs Neck community, which will always remain a great place to live and work. And I think it's also important on a day like today that we all remember who we are and where we came from. And we have 2,500 cookies we're giving.
Yeah, tell me about the cookies. I saw Jeff's cookie cart.
This is a new addition, so we wanted to sort of sweeten up the day, even though it's raining, with some nice shamrock cookies.
And anything you want to share on your most recent agenda? I know it's been pretty tough in Albany right now, so I'm going to let you enjoy the parade, but anything you want to share with all your constituents out here?
You know, I always remain focused, and I'm looking to do what the members of my district sent me to do, work hard and make sure to espouse their hopes and aspirations. One of the things I am doing is I was appointed last week to head a task force on government efficiency. We already found about $50 million in government waste just looking at 2 agencies. So I think this is going to suit us very well in going through this tough budget year and coming up with, I think, some real savings for the New Yorkers as far as the taxpayers are concerned.
And we're going to be hoping for a lot of success on that in a very tough economy. Thank you so much, Senator. Well, if anyone has seen our St. Patrick's Day coverage each and every year, and I'm pretty sure a few of you have, you know this is part of the great Throggs Neck Benevolent Association, the organizers of this great parade. Maddie O'Brien, Sheila Haney, Karen O'Connor. You know what? We don't know what to expect from the parade, but we know a great effort from you guys as always. Tell me about the parade this year.
Well, you can expect 2 things: a great time, and it is a rain or shine event. So the weather wasn't as accommodating as it is usually, but we're out here in numbers, and there's a few thousand people that joined us for a nice little celebration.
And certainly what I'm most impressed in is that the green line is still here, even after a nor'easter yesterday.
You know, the weather can't keep us down, and we're proud to be here and proud to lead such a great parade.
Now, of course, you have some great grand marshals this year, and certainly it's always a special moment for them. Tell me your thoughts on the grand marshals and that part of the parade this year.
We had great choices this year. Linda Murphy is who you're referring to. She's a great philanthropist and fundraiser. She's done a great job since Ray's death. And we have Terry Connaughton, who's a longtime Riverdale resident and a great supporter of the Bronx. He's been tremendous to this parade. He's really helped us and supported us. And Father Robert Dunn is our honored clergy member this year, and he did the Mass this morning. It was beautiful, and he's just having a great day today.
All right, gang, well, I'll let you get back to the long green and wet line. All right, let's take a quick break from the parade, and I'm going to show you a lot of other Irish-themed events around town this month.
Up that street, shining pike in hand, behind him marched in grim array a stalwart harnessed band.
The corned beef and cabbage was served just right, along with loads of smiles and shamrocks, as Bronx Community College held their annual Irish Heritage Luncheon.
Macaulay goes to die on the bridge of Tuam today.
Well, it's a time, Derek, where we are able to celebrate our culture, our heritage. It's a very diverse campus. We celebrate the Irish contribution to the Bronx as well as New York and Bronx Community College. We have a lot of Irish here on campus. This is the 25th year that we have this celebration.
It's very special because not only does it create an awareness of our differences and how we all bring to the table something that's unique, that adds to the fiber of who we are. It is a way to highlight outstanding contributions made by the different ethnic groups on campus. So I just love it. I love it.
The campus here at Bronx Community is very, very diverse. And I think my students rarely knew about anything about Ireland, and in our discussion, in group discussions, I tell them about my relatives and what they had to go through. And they were always interested, and I also learned from them.
Speaking of learning, who knew the Bronx was so closely tied to one of the most famous symbols of Irish America, the Fighting 69th?
And Fort Schuyler, though, is a very important Irish icon, or at least it should be. The 69th and the 88th New York trained there, And the 69th New York was founded by members of the 69th New York State Militia, which had fought at Bull Run. And Thomas Francis Meagher was the general who put together the Irish Brigade and the Union Army of the Potomac. And so Fort Schuyler really is known as the alma mater of the Irish Brigade.
The unit, as I like to tell many people, is it's different, means different things to different people, different organizations. But they all share a common love in the history and pride of the 69th. I think the soldier that's in the unit today is not different from any other National Guard soldier, but they're part of a different culture, the culture of the 69th. And that culture spans many things. It's more than just your drills and more than just your AT. It's events intricately tied to the unit's history, St. Patrick's, all the other surrounding events that come around St. Patrick's Day.
We're here at Rory Dolan's Bar and Restaurant, located on the northern border of the Bronx that it shares with Yonkers, awaiting the arrival of Deputy First Minister Martin McGuinness. Mr. McGuinness is part of the historic power-sharing government put in place in 2007 in the historically troubled region of Ireland. He, along with First Minister Peter Robinson, were saluted by President Obama earlier this week for their efforts and exceptional leadership in Northern Ireland.
The work of setting aside old differences and softening hardened positions, taking the tough steps to do what's right in the long run over what's easy in the moment, has also paid dividends in terms of the remarkable progress that we've seen in Northern Ireland, particularly in recent months. And so I want to salute First Minister Peter Robinson and Deputy First Minister Martin McGuinness for their outstanding leadership, their continuing example. We are grateful for them. Thank you.
Now, Mr. McGuinness is a former IRA leader and is a top official in Sinn Féin. Tonight's meeting is a part of McGuinness's recent tour of the states to not only highlight the advances that peace has brought to Northern Ireland, but to attract more economic stimulus for the region by attracting American investors. This among the many topics that he is expected to tackle at the podium this evening.
Well, Martin tonight will hold one of his community events whereby he informs the grassroots Irish America on what's happening in the north of Ireland and Sinn Féin's quest to achieve a united Ireland through peaceful means.
There has been a massive transformation over the course of recent years. That transformation is continuing. I'm an Irish Democrat, an Irish Republican. I'm in government. My primary political objective is to bring about the establishment of a 32-county independent sovereign republic. I believe that the agreements that I have made with the British government and with unionist leaders propels us forward towards that goal.
And in Woodlawn, the Rambling House played host to the annual Bronx Irish Heritage Celebration. Sponsored by the Bronx Borough President's Office and the Bronx Tourism Council, it was an evening to celebrate some of the borough's top Irish Americans.
I've been given a new name, Ruben McDiaz. Today we're all Irish here in the Bronx. It was a beautiful, beautiful crowd celebrating St. Patrick's Day. We honored some individuals who have really given many years of their lives, and it's always wonderful when you're able to celebrate a certain community, but the diversity of our borough. The fact that not everyone here was Irish, but yet we realize that that diversity is our strength.
Well, it was special to be honored by the borough president of the Bronx, but also it was a great honor to share the stage with two outstanding women who are Irish and Bronx people at the same time. Because the Bronx is, I think, all too little appreciated part of the city of New York, a community of great vitality, so to be honored here is great.
It's just wonderful. I'm so proud of my Irish heritage and my Bronx roots, and I can't thank the borough president enough for this award. Thank you.
It was a real honor to be honored by the Bronx Borough President. Having grown up in the Bronx, I consider it a real privilege.
All right, well, don't go away. We'll have plenty more from the 2010 Throggs Neck St. Patrick's Day Parade right after these messages. Well, this is truly a great day for the Irish here in the Bronx. And the great thing about this parade is that it's not just a celebration of Irish heritage, it's a celebration of community. It's a celebration of neighbors and friends, people together showing their immense pride in both their culture and their neighborhood. And joining me now is one of the honorary grand marshals for this great event, Terry Connaughton, the proud owner of the Riverdale Steakhouse, and also the lifetime president of the Ladies GAA. Now, I don't know how you get to be a lifetime president, but...
And Derek, I know you'd love to have that title too, but I'm sorry, there's only one.
Terry, tell me your feelings on being honored here today like this.
It's a great honor for me and my family. We're really delighted, and when we reached the monument and everything about it was absolutely fantastic. We couldn't be more impressed.
Tell me how important when you see you're a big Bronx guy, a big GAA guy. Tell me when you see this parade and this flying of the colors out here. How does that make you feel, Terry?
Oh, it's actually emotional. And at Mass this morning, it was so nice to hear the Irish national anthem and the match lead, the American national. It was a very, very proud day.
Now, of course, some of our viewers might know me and Terry go back a little bit. Terry was one of the featured Irish immigrants as part of a documentary that I put together for the Ashling Irish Center. And we received some very nice news to share with you guys, and I think I might have given you a phone call. We received an Emmy nomination for Memory Brings Us Back. Here's a sneak peek.
Just about everybody that I went to school with were all just waiting for the day that they would and could immigrate. And not everybody, even in them days, could come to the United States, but the lucky ones could, and I was one of the lucky ones. And a few more members of my family were lucky enough to be able to immigrate. But things were that bad that that's what you waited for. It's actually very sad that that's the way things were. Parents seeing their children going away at a young age was, I'm sure, tough enough. But they knew, and we knew, and I knew that it had to be done.
Oh, the day that I did part, well, it broke my mother's heart. Will I ever see my dear ones anymore?
This night I came home about 2 o'clock in the morning, and knock came to the door, and it was my brother. He says, "Get ready, you have to be in Cork at 7 o'clock in the morning." Well, we were about 85 miles from Cork, and I hired the car, but I hadn't much time to see my mother. I came to my own house, she gave me a hug, and off I went.
Oh, Erin Groma Cree, you're the dear old land to me. You're the fairest land.
All right, well, joining me now is another one of the honorary grand marshals here at the Throggs Neck St. Patrick's Day Parade, Linda Murphy. Linda, tell me your feelings being honored here by the TMBA today.
Oh, I was such an honor when they asked me. I was surprised and shocked, but now I'm glad they asked me. I'm having a ball. It's so much fun to see everybody. Everybody came out in the weather. It's just wonderful.
An amazingly emotional moment up at the 9/11 monument. Obviously, you and your husband were great supporters of this parade, and I'm sure Ray's looking down today.
Absolutely. We thought he was going to give us some sunshine, but at least it stopped the rain. So, no, that was a wonderful, touching tribute. It was very nice. The Throggs Neck community has been wonderful to me and my family ever since 9/11. There's not much more. You know, they've just been wonderful. Where I live in Silver Beach, the whole neighborhood, the whole Bronx.
And I see your boys are carrying on the tradition. It was great to see them with you.
My oldest son's a firefighter in Engine 69 in Harlem, and my younger son's waiting to get on as soon as the budget gets straightened out.
All right, well, enjoy the day and enjoy this honor with your family. for our annual chat. Each and every year he comes out and proudly marched with the FDNY this year. He's John Perry. He's the TD for the counties of Leitrim and Sligo in Ireland. And John, tell me your feelings being here on this wet but wonderful day.
It's like the Irish mist that's falling here today. I must say that it reminds me of it's just like this is really Ireland at its best, really. And I think it's very good to be here once again, to be here in the Bronx. I think Throggs Neck, this is a wonderful celebration. It's very good to be here, and I must say the sense of commitment, the dedication, and the sense of Irishness is very evident everywhere.
John, tell me, you make such an effort, and I know it is an effort to be out here each and every year for this parade. Why is this? Why do you come back each and every year?
Well, this year is a very important because I think the sense of when you look at the sense of community here, the sense of that's what the whole Irish diaspora. I find as a politician being in Dáil Éireann that it reflects the interests of so many people, and when so many people that most notably, if so many people here maybe Irish without full legal status, I think we must continue to fight for the recognition of that. And on this occasion, we have a very distinctive occasion. We have the 58th Battalion of the Irish Army. They're participating on the parade on Fifth Avenue. This is the first time ever that a unit of the Irish Army have ever marched on the Avenue in New York. So that not since the 1963, when a unit of the Irish Army were here for the burial of John F. Kennedy, has any unit of the Irish Army ever since then has ever participated in any parade here in the U.S.
Oh, that's phenomenal. I didn't know that, and as if the ties between our two countries couldn't be better and bigger, this is certainly a great piece of news.
And most notably, I'd like to congratulate all of your honorees here in Throggs Neck today. And I know that Jimmy and the crew here, and all of you here, I think that it's so important that you have your media coverage covering such an event, and it can be seen on the World Wide Web as well, which and even your own production as well of most notable Irish people who came here over 50 years ago. I must congratulate you on your own nomination as well.
Thank you.
Because I think it's, Derek, it's a huge acclamation of your own dedication and commitment that you're being nominated for an Emmy Award. It's a huge recognition, but equally, more importantly, I had the pleasure of bringing a number of the DVDs back to me, and I actually distributed them to people who had been here many years ago, and it brought a tear to their eye now. The whole sense of, when you look at the Irish diaspora here in this great city of New York, and the whole across the whole here, especially in the Bronx as well, that the successes of the Irish are everywhere. I think that it's so important, and I think that's why an event such as today, it adds to that. It really adds to that history, and it's history in the making. So I'm so honoured to be here, and I'm getting the opportunity to speak to you as well, Jerry.
I always look forward to our annual chat, John. I'll see you real soon.
And I sincerely, I won't be one bit surprised when you're picking up that Emmy Award.
That'll be great. Thanks, John. So what do you guys think of this year's parade? I thought it was going to rain on us, but it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah?
I thought it was going to rain too.
What's your favorite part of this parade?
I like the cheerleaders. They're really nice. The silly string. Yeah. Of course, we had a silly string fight, and it was fun. Yeah, it was awesome, as you can see on the floor.
Any more silly string?
No. I have. We bought the last of the guy's silly string. And we ran out.
Okay, well, that's all good fun for St. Patrick's Day. Why don't you tell everyone, wish all of our friends in the Bronx a happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day!
All right, well, that's just about going to do it for another great Throggs Neck St. Patrick's Day parade. Thank you all so much for watching. Now, if there's anything you want to see in the mag, just get in touch with me. Many thanks to the NYPD, the TMBA, and you for watching. See you next time on Bronx Magazine.
The other day, on my seat, and I'm on my way, pedaling up Bedford Park Hill. The Grand Concourse still gives me a thrill. Orchard Beach, Long Island Sound, Hudson River flows through the whole damn town.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.